Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is AMA Day here at TCG World. I'm your host, Pj Krypto, and I'm here with my friend, my partner, John Dixon from the Biz Dev team. How you doing, John? How's your Friday going today?
Not bad at all. Looking forward to this weekend. I've actually got some time to myself as well, so I'll be able to play as well. So yeah, really looking forward to tonight and also this weekend.
All right, man. Let's take a look at the chat. It's lighting up. People are excited for this AMA. We have a lot to unpack today. In the sense that these are big news announcements we're going to be giving you guys today. So we're excited about that. Those that have been in the Telegram have seen some of those news drops have already happened. So we're going to actually just let the folks that are hearing about this for the first time, some news updates. But we have a lot of great things to tell you about today. We are excited. I hope you're excited. So, John, why don't we go ahead and roll into the content, huh? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, well, starting off with our project updates, everyone, 3.9.4 has gone live. It's available in the plot owner chat for folks to go ahead and download today. Encourage you to get in there. John, I don't know about you. I know you've been doing some streams. Maybe talk about some latest ones you did, which was a crazy one, by the way. You were a madman, but it's a nice build. The servers are nice and stable. You know, there's some kinks we're working out, but much better, right?
I've been revving my engine for weeks and weeks and weeks, wanting to have a build where I know I can depend on the servers because I had some ideas, but I couldn't risk losing progress. If I'm building something, I don't want to lose progress. If I'm halfway along, I don't know, walking along something, for instance, the entire map, I did 4.5 hours of walking in a straight line. I couldn't have it where, if I'm doing that kind of stream, I've got servers that are falling over. And up until a few days ago, I think it was the previous build, we all know that the build was not very dependable. It was either the servers or the build, we don't know. But the devs have been amazing, and we've got servers now that are so reliable. As I say, we can do some really good streams now, and we can play for ages and hopefully not get as frustrated as we were doing a few weeks ago. So massive improvements.
Massive. And that is such critical point for us to make sure these servers are humming along, because we are trying to get big events pulled together in the world, and that is critical step one, right, is to make sure everybody has a smooth process and experience. So hats off to the dev team for figuring it out. Hey, also hats off to all the alpha testers. I know there's a Telegram that's specifically set up for those that are able to spend the time and doing testing. So I just want to say thank you to all of your time that you guys have been putting in. It is massively helpful for the developers, and we want to just really thank you guys. It is a huge help. So thank you very much. So here we are. We're going to jump into the content. Here we go. Soon, folks, speaking of the builds, there's going to be a launcher link in TCG.world in your profile. There will now be a link that's going to be available to you. And I believe, John, that's for everybody, but it'll only be able to be usable if you have plots of land right now, currently as it stands right now, right? Yeah.
It'll either be invisible or grayed out if you're not a plot holder. So essentially the profile knows if you've got a plot, and if you've got a plot, then you'll be able to download the link easily.
Excellent. And just taking a look at what people were thinking. Oh, here, look at I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. Look, the Sprite Report went ahead and put your Twitch stream when you went.
I can see that, yeah.
See that now?
So thank you for that.
There's that link, folks. John the Madman did an amazing.
Can I be cheeky and say, if anyone wants to go on my Twitch, feel free to give me a follow as well. I know I'm piggybacking on your stream right now.
Of course, John. Of course, we will support your streams, man. Come on,
Thank you.
Give them a sub, guys, if you're not subscribed already. But there it is, right there in the link there. So yeah, keep an eye out for your profile. We should see that pretty soon, where you'll be able to have that direct link. So it's nice and easy set up in your profile.
Yeah.
So John, we have some updates from Sandstorm. For those who don't know, Sandstorm is a extension of our studio. And they've been working on some sprints for us, and we have some really cool stuff to show you, some developments that they've been working on, one of which is just a refresh of some additional updates. But there is a new one, which is they've given us one of the sprints is the gold plot home. You may have seen some tweets from TCG World on it, and that is a plot on your plot. You'll be able to take this home and put it in as an asset onto your plot. So with that, I have a video to kind of showcase what that looks like. It's kind of a walkthrough of it. But John, I'd love to get your feedback when we cut back from this video. It's a pretty cool one in my opinion. I like it.
Good one, yeah.
Let's take a look. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up the chat, John, but give me your reactions of what you think about that.
Well, every time I see that video, because I've seen it a couple of times now, I see something new. I noticed a billiard table, I noticed a pool, I noticed TVs, which I don't know might have some purpose for streaming in the future. Watch this space. No announcements there yet, but you know we are working on lots of partnerships. We've got upstairs, downstairs, which is nice. It looks like a massive area that you can wander around in. The main thing is to remember that everyone who's got a plot in the game will need to put something on there. We've got an in-game builder, but there's nothing better than importing something that's finished that looks as polished as that. So
I mean, we're not all amazing builders like you, John. So myself included, I love the idea that I can just import an asset like that onto my plot and just be off and running, and it's good to go. So that's exciting for me. Just time to make something like that.
And this is the first of what will be lots and lots and lots of designs. So we'll have different things, different ideas, probably regional-based solutions as well. So I think of the north, for instance. I want a log cabin covered in snow. But that's just me.
Yeah.
This is the first of many.
First of many, folks. And this is just, again, a taste of what Sandstorm is doing for us, accelerating the timetable of getting the world built out. And this is just one of those examples, many more to come. Keep tuned to our AMAs, and we'll keep giving you guys updates as they come from our partner, Sandstorm. But pretty exciting stuff. As our dev team, our core dev team keeps getting that world built out, 800 square kilometers of land. It's a lot of land to build out, right? And optimize and everything. So, certainly, it's nice to have a partner to help us with some in-game assets like this gold plot asset. So there you go. And the reaction in the chat seems everybody likes it too. So that's awesome.
I'm trying. I'll be looking over here all the time, but I can see everyone's excited. That's the main thing. I can't stress enough. We're going to have so much variety. This is just the first.
So also on the topic of Sandstorm, so we do have an update for you all. We did talk about some still images that we had of the renderings of the Bellyache, which is a comedy club, ran a little comedy skit, a little funny thing. But this is actually going to be a 3D walkthrough, and there's been some enhancements, and they're going to continue to enhance this, right, John? They continue to tinker with it to kind of make it better and better and better, listening to our feedback. But this is the comedy club called the Bellyache. And those that may take that literally, it's not like you're going to get a stomachache. It's actually because you're laughing so hard.
No food poisoning. We won't have food poisoning in the comedy club.
Yeah. So I want to show you this 3D walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and cut away and get your guys' feedback in the chat. Light it up for us and let us know what your thoughts are. All right, we'll go ahead and cut away to that now. it's looking really good, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I love comedy clubs. We talk about this too, John. You and I off air. We know how much we love to laugh and everything. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, I like to laugh.
I like to laugh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I will say this. What you've seen there, we're going to add a lot more to it. It's going to feel more like nightclubby. There's going to be more seating. So it's not the finished article, but you get an idea of where we're going. But the cool thing with Sandstorm is they are giving us something which we ask for. We then give them advice back. They come back again, give us something even more enhanced. So it's back and forth, constant communication, and they're really, really pulling out some amazing things. But they keep on improving and improving and improving, and they've got an amazing team, all really up for making sure that TCG World has got lots and lots of amazing venues like that.
We're just getting started. We're just getting started. Tin Mai, yeah, that could be in the future cards, right? Tin Ma says I'd pay some TCG coin to go into that comedy club. So I love it. I think it's going to be amazing when they're finally done with that thing. It's just really cool stuff to see that come into TCG World.
Can I just say something? Someone's had an amazing idea, and I think it'll work as well. You know, obviously in TCG World, we have got the ability to have talking where you can hear people talking. Push to talk is in there, and also as well, where you stood near someone, you can hear someone talking. So why can't we have an open mic night at the Bellyache? Why can't we? I'm asking.
Why not? Right? Yeah. The spread report says, can't wait to hear John stand up. So there you go, John.
How can you hear someone stand up? I've always wondered that. I mean, seriously, unless I've got creaky knees, how can you hear me stand up? I mean, when I sit down, now to be fair, I am of a certain age now. When I sit down, I go, ah. But that's what happens when you get old. You sit down, you relax. I do the same noise when I'm drinking coffee or tea.
John, I'm sorry. If we have you up on that mic, we might have to change the name of the club to dad jokes. I don't know, man, because those, you just keep rolling with them. They're amazing.
It's family friendly. That's all I can say.
For sure. Yeah. So that's the comedy club. Let's take a look at the next item, which is pretty exciting news, folks. We're jumping into another topic here about first look of the new dragons. So I think there was, talks about this, and even there's an exclusive club that talks about dragons. I can't name them because I'm not supposed to talk about them, I guess, apparently. But that dragon, club that's out there got a sneak peek of this. So those that are in the chat, if you're in that club, light it up, talk to me. But we have some images that John and I are going to talk about and take a look at. But yes, it's pretty cool stuff. And what we're going to start with is the tier 1 dragons. You guys all know, who have read the white paper for dragons, that tier 1 dragons are the One Cave Club NFT, but there hasn't been much news when it comes to what do they look like and what are they going to be like in World. Okay. So John, I'm going to go and cue that up right now for us to talk about what we're seeing here. But let me go and get that going here. So here you go, folks. Tier 1 dragons.
Okay, I'm going to look over at the screen now. So we've got this one. This is the Asia dragon. And you can tell because of the surroundings. You've got
John, I think we might have a little bit of a delay, but
all right, you've got the North dragons, which look amazing. You've got the forest dragons, which are green and look really cute.
I love how,
and you've got the East dragons, which are deserty.
It reminds me of Pixar, right? Like Pixar Entertainment.
Yeah. That's right. I think that is one of the words that Dave has used to say that's the kind of quality that we want to go for, but in 3D. And we're hoping these concepts that we put over to the development team are going to be pretty much the same, except in 3D.
All I'm seeing in the chat is I want one. They're so cute. They look amazing.
I want 2 or 3 or 4, but that's just me. Of each.
So this, folks, is the tier 1 dragon in World. Okay. And this is a on plot, but also this is latest news on this, folks, is this tier 1 dragon will be a follow along dragon as well. So you'll be able to
Yes.
take this along in tote with you around the world, this cute little guys, for owning one Dragon Cave Club NFT. So if somebody could put the OpenSea collection in the live chat, one of the moderators, I'd love to pin that right now if I could, for folks to take a look at that Dragon Cave Club Connect collection, which is going to allow you with one of those NFTs, you will get one of these tier 1 dragons that could follow you along in the world and also hang out on your plot. Thank you very much, Sprite Report. Appreciate that. I'll go ahead and pin that now. So, John, any other reactions you think from what you're seeing here?
First of all, I want to call out that original tier 1 was going to be just stay on your plot and not follow you around. So there's going to be extra utility with these tier 1s. That they'll follow you around, and I'm hoping as well there's going to be extra utility as well added as the game grows, as the development grows and continues. We're going to add hopefully more utility as well. Can't say too much because a lot of it is things that we need to check out and test. But these are just the tier 1 ones, and they look amazing, and they look so collectible. And someone said when toy. Again, I don't want to say too much, but I, for one, definitely want a cuddly toy. Maybe I'm getting too old, but I want a cuddly toy.
No, plushies, I can see. Actually, I would love to have one of these plushies in my studio. It'd be really, really cool to see those, right? But hey, we don't know about that yet. That would be an awesome idea. We'll bring it up to the team and see what the thoughts are on that. But these guys are so cute, so adorable. I can't wait to have them in tote with me around the world as we cruise around. And maybe John, you got a few following you around your end-to-end 4-hour live streams going across the whole world.
That would be cruel. That would be cruel. I can't be doing that. Can you imagine a dragon being told you're going to have to follow me around for 4.5 hours? I mean, that's just cruel.
They'll be smiling the whole way, John. Yeah, come on, man.
Do you remember that National Lampoon's bit where he ties the dog to the bumper and forgets about it?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I can't be doing that. I'll be looking behind me after walking for 3 hours of the 4.5 hours, and I'll realise the lead is empty, and I won't know at what point to go back and look for a dragon that's keeled over. So no. But I will be pulling my dragon out and having him wander around, maybe the marina, I don't know. But yeah, not too far.
Tier 1 dragons, the latest bomb drop is D-bomb drop that we're talking about is David has gifted us with additional utility that previously they would just be on plot, and now you can take that on as a tag along around the world. So that follow along, that's huge. That's huge utility that's been brought to it. You get to show off your tier 1 dragons. And the idea, right, John, when we were talking to David, those tier 1s, pretty dang close to what they're going to look like when they come in the world. He was very adamant about that when he was talking to the team.
He doesn't want to lose a lot in when they get turned into 3D models and get rigged and everything, that they don't lose the value that you're seeing right now. He's been clear on that. So I'm looking forward to, in a future AMA, if you'll invite me, PJ,
of course,
we get to see the 3D version moving around. I mean, that would be amazing to see.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm super
I know you're
excited,
thinking the same thing now. Wow.
I got a few dragons. Big Country just said in the chat, it looks like the floor is being swept. Hey, look, we don't give financial advice here, folks. We're just delivering the news and updates. You do what you do with your investments. We pinned the collection in the chat here. Do what you do with your own financial investments. But I'm just saying we added some more utility to that tier 1 dragon, which only requires one of those NFTs. So if you have one, you will be getting one of those when that actual part comes, right? Which is the eggs and the whole fusion and all that stuff we talked about on previous AMAs. Again, that's in the dev pipeline where they're working on getting that to come to fruition for us here. So more to come on that, but we wanted to share that new update. But hey, we're not going to stop on tier 1, John. We're going to go to tier 2 as well. We're going to talk about tier 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So folks, this is huge. We now have some vision of where the tier 2 dragons are going to be shaped and looked like. These aren't final renderings. These are just more, I don't know, John, can we say it's like a mood board or kind of like, I don't know what we would call this, but we have some really good insights of what they might look like.
Yeah,
Concept.
it's all the things that we want to do by region, and I think you've just seen 4 pictures for tier 1. We've got quite a few pictures for tier 2, I think.
We do, yeah. Which region should we jump into first? We got all 4 regions. We're going to share with you tier 2.
I'll see what comes up first, and we'll just see what happens. I'll try and
All right,
speak faster this time.
Let's jump into the first I got in line here. Let's look at the north. Tier 2 dragon.
Okay, so the north.
Yes.
And these there we go.
John, these are like teenager kind of looking dragons, right?
They are. They're supposed to be the in-betweeny of teeny. There we go. Rhymes. And adult, which would be tier 3, which we're not going to spoil on this occasion. So think of them as teens, pre-teens, but you've got them in between, standing up on 2 legs, and as I say, that's the north. You've got fishing, because we've got the fishing lake that touches on the north region. Maybe a bit of ice fishing, don't know. We've got the pirate version. We've got the skiing or snowboarding version.
There's the Alps up there, right? Yeah, we have the skiing and the snow resort up there.
Yep. I say we do have mountains in the north, as you can see from my background of this week. And then we've got some kind of ice sword version as well.
One thing that I noticed, John, about these is they have some remnants of kind of battle gear on some of these. Yeah.
That's something I want to touch on as well. With tier 2, we want to have items that you can interchange. Things as, say, wearables, hats, armor, things that they hold in their hands that they may use within the game as well. All subject to being checked on and obviously designed, but it's all about the interchangeability and then further utility. Are we allowed to say what the tier 2s will be doing yet?
Let's get through all the regions first, and let's leave that for the end here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump over to
remember what you're seeing right now, and we'll come back to it later.
Remember that. Let's jump over to the east. Let's look at the east ones. Okay, this is in the east region. Spill it, says Wesley. We'll get to it, bud.
Again, you're looking at shields.
We'll get to it. It's coming. It's coming. We just want to share all these. Take a look at what you're seeing, folks. This is again some concepts of what we think the tier 2s are going to look like. Again,
now in the east region, everyone remembers that there's certain things in each region, and in the east we've got the ancient ruins, which are as mysterious as they are unknown at the moment. But if you look in the background, you'll notice that this alludes to functionality in the ancient ruins in the east, as well as the desert. So watch this space regarding that. But you're looking at lots of, hopefully lots of quests to do with swords, shields, wearables, armor, etc., etc.
And John, for tier 2, as a reminder to the viewers, how many Dragon Cave Club NFTs do they need for tier 2?
I want to say 2.
2.
I want to say 2, but that might have changed this week because this is very, very literally the ink is still drying on this. I want to say 2. Mark, can you confirm that?
Top Marks, you're in the chat. Top Marks, do you mind confirming that where we're at as far as because we're adding utilities here, folks, to these tier 2s. We're adding utility. We want to make sure we've got this factually correct.
I remember it being 4 for tier 3 and 8 for tier 4. So I want to just double check. I think it's 2. 2
Top
for tier 2.
He says, Top Mark says 2 for tier 2. Thank you for confirming that. Yes, and Gabriel, just to let you know, tier 1, follow-on dragon, and that's it. That's it, right? So there's not. You see some armory, some weaponry here. More to come on that. We're going to talk about that in a second. But there's also some, in region utilities that you're seeing from these as well. Okay, but here, John, let's jump over to Asia as well. So here's the Asia ones.
I think these ones might be my favorite ones. So you've got what alludes to be a cycle helmet. And that's all I'm saying on that one. We've got that one isn't wearing any armor.
The second one,
I don't know what to say on that one. The second one that I'm seeing sunglasses, again, wearables. And finally, more cycle leathers. So again, we're not saying too much, but there might be a hint there regarding cycling, motorcycling. I don't know. But it's all wearables that will have future reasoning.
Wearables, folks. So tier 1, no wearables. Tier 2, wearables. Okay, please keep an eye on that. Okay, John, let's jump into the forest for our last region here of tier 2 dragons.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay, we've got the marina, which is boats.
Marina.
So I'm looking at a captain. I'm looking at a forest dragon that's just in the forest, chilling out. Another helmet, but that I think is to do with racing, i.e. the race course.
Yep.
And finally, we're back to marina captain.
Love it.
So again, it's all about the regions and the elements that are in each region.
So, John, we did say we would get back to a point you were going to make earlier about tier 2 dragons.
Yeah, they're going to be used for fighting, and at the current status that we're at is hopefully helping you fight sprites, but that is subject to change, as is all the white paper. As we develop, we might make tweaks. But what you've got is things that you can attach to your sprite, to your dragon, to help you in doing whatever it is that you're going to be doing, whether it be racing, whether it be fighting sprites, whether it be, I don't know, at the marina, I don't know what you'd want. Maybe it can hotwire a yacht. But it's all functionality related to where you're at and what you want to do.
I think one thing is clearly evident, and we have made this a point numerous times, but I think it's worthy of emphasizing one more time, John, and that's the fact that David Evans, our CEO, loves his dragon collection. He loves this 10,000 free mint he gave to people back in the day, in the early days of TCG World. He loves this, and he's putting his heart and soul into this. And you can see by exhibited with what we're showing here today, passion is coming through of the concepts that we're going with. And yes, and I have a highlighter right here. You know, people thought flying dragons were the everything, and they are amazing, right? You can now fly around the world at a quick speed, right? But it doesn't just stop there. It's all tiers are going to be enriched with utility and everything. I pinned the collection in the chat for a reason, folks. Take a look at it. We do not give financial advice, but take a look at it. This is the tiers. We're going to give you information as it comes out. But again, David is extremely passionate about it. The people he is surrounding him with to help produce this amazing materials we're giving you today is just showing that. And I'm super excited about what we're getting our hands on, John, and seeing today. This is a bright future for our TCG Dragon Cave Club. It's
just adding more and more utility to what was originally when I bought that NFT in, I think it was February 2021. Sorry, 2022, a lie. It was just, to me, because of the naivety I had back then compared to now, just a bit of art. Most NFTs at the time were just a bit of art, a picture. Yeah. So it's about having utility and owning that, and in owning more than one, then even more utility, and also the ability to go up and down a ladder of having more things by having more. So as PJ says, we don't say to people on these streams, buy. But what we do say is look into it and have a look at the utility of these NFTs, because they will enhance the gaming experience.
Well said. John, so we're going to shift gears out of dragons and go into it feels like when we were preparing for this material, John, I felt like we didn't really have a lot there of like topics, but I'll tell you what, each one of these topics are, from my opinion, my opinion, meaty, extremely impactful. Like this is like D-bomb after D-bomb after D-bomb, it feels like, right? So let's jump into the second. Actually, this is like the third D-bomb, I feels like. But let's jump into that right now. Stinger is bringing in-world radio stations. So, John, I know you're closer to this partnership that we're working on right now. Maybe tell us a little bit about what it's about. And I got some images I'm going to pull up for people to understand what Stinger is all about.
Go for it. Well, first of all, a lot of people have said when they're playing TCG World, the alpha version, is this the music that we'll always have? And what we will have is radio stations where you'll be able to choose a certain type of music that you prefer. Let's say it's country or R&B or pop or classical music, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat. And you'll be able to subscribe to a radio station of that type of music, and then that will be the music you're listening to. And we're talking like 3 hours of music on a loop, so you won't even know it's on a loop. You'll have music non-stop, and it'll be, I'm not going to say better, because I like the TCG World Alpha music, but it'll be different, and you'll be able to choose your own taste of music. And that's what Stinger is going to bring. It's going to bring in-world radio stations of music.
So I have the images of what Stinger is all about. We'll pull up that one first. Stinger is a gaming music arm of major labels. They leverage their catalog, data, and artists to increase our in-world streaming experience, right? So if you also look at this as well, the catalog, we're talking about major labels, major artists, 20 plus million tracks across all geos, different genres, as John was mentioning, artist exclusives that are also coming to this. The music is going to be stepping up quite a few notches here, folks, from what we have today to what we will be getting here in the future with this partnership. So we're extremely excited about this Stinger partnership that's coming. Keep an eye out for the TCG World. We'll have a additional announcement that will be coming out and publicly coming out on our socials. But John, this is going to be fun. I use my little royalty-free stuff, but I know gamers will want to have some really cool music to listen to and pick from, right?
I mean, looking at that 20 million plus songs. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be any repetition, really.
I don't know. Do you have Spotify over there? Do you guys play Spotify?
We have Spotify. I have Spotify. Of course. I mean, how can I get through a day without Spotify? Seriously.
So I think to me, it looks like Spotify on steroids, like to me, that whole thing. So having a playlist and being able to pick and choose genres, that's going to be fun. So pretty cool stuff coming there, folks, into the world. Moving into the next, I feel like we should just call this D-Bomb's Corner because I feel like it's one after another. But moving to the next update for you all, Esports. We have made at TCG World, David Evans, we made a substantial investment in an esports team.
Another esports team.
Yes, thank you, John. Another esports team. We've just made another investment. In this case, it's a team that's new to the scene, but we see a lot of potential in them. Their socials are a work in process, we'll just say, but we're going to help them along that journey, kind of getting their name out there in recognition. They're focused on gaming as an esports team would focus on gaming, but this is going to be a fun one. And John, I have a video, and then when we come back, I'd love to get your take on what you think this is going to bring to TCG World and the experiences for all users of the game. So let's go ahead and cut away at that, and we'll come on back and see what the chat says as well when they see this. So. Well, there you go, guys. Esports. It's coming to TCG World. John, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to having a synergy. Is that the right word? Of two esports companies, all kind of like bouncing ideas off of each other, having tournaments between themselves, having them stream and have their followers, and basically getting everybody seeing what they're doing, but that will then bring in more attention to TCG World. As you've mentioned, they're not as high profile as GG Tour are, But that's where we can now use the team of promoters that we've got, which have been doing an amazing job on Twitter and Facebook and TikTok as well. Our TikTok's growing as well. We can use all of that to make them stronger, which makes us stronger. And that goes back to what I'm saying about synergy. It's all this cycle of just growing and growing and growing. Because if we grow them, then they grow us because of their influence. So it's important that we have gamers in a game. I know it's a metaverse, but it's also a game. If they can be in there, I don't know, catching sprites, along with everyone else who's catching sprites, then it can only be a good thing for TCG World. So this is exciting that we've got another esports team that are going to be involved, that we have a substantial interest in as well.
John, I'm going to post in the chat for the viewers here. Take a look at this LinkedIn post that David Evans made today. I'm going to pin this as well. Guys, go take a check at this and rate it, because this is what's coming with esports. And he does a fantastic job laying it out very eloquently of why we all should be thinking about being bullish on esports and what's coming for the future. And it's all about getting in early, right? This team has a lot of potential, and we're excited about what they're doing. And we're going to we're getting behind them, right? And we're investing in it, and we're going to bring it to TCG World, and it's going to bring a following and everything as along with that. So getting in early, what it's all about. And take a look at that post that David Evans did on his LinkedIn. Really nice read. Really nice read. Put it in there for you. So that is esports. Let me take a look at the chat real quick to see what people are thinking. It looks like, yes. There you go. Sprite report. Very awesome. More stuff coming to TCG World. Yes, absolutely. TCG sends very heavy gaming again. Yes, that's right, Frederick. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so it's really exciting times, folks. We have some other updates for you all. Let's jump into it right here. So you may notice this. You have gotten your airdrop of these castles that we had a BOGO sale back. Oh, John, I think it was November of last year.
November. Yeah, ended on the 30th of November.
Yeah, and it was buy one plot of land, get a free plot of land, and get 2 free castles was the promotion. So the airdrops are starting. I understand in looking at the chats this morning, people are starting to get those. So if you haven't got all your plots, all your castles, they're coming. Just be patient with the dev team as they airdrop these out and get through everybody's wallets. But yes, as we are always true to our word here at TCG World, you all are getting those free castles to be put on your plots of land, and they're coming. So, John, I think if I remember correctly, it aligns to the type of plot they bought, right? So, for example, if you bought a Silver Asia plot, you got a free plot, which I think was up to the dev's discretion. But because you bought a Silver Asia, you're going to get an Asia castle.
You get that. 2 because you've got the purchase, the spend that you did, which was say 1 plot. You would have got your extra plot for free, and then a castle per plot. So that would be then 2 castles. So if you spent money on 2 plots, you would have got 4 plots, and then you'd be expecting 4 castles. So it's a castle per plot that you're entitled to. Got to stress 2 things. First of all, this was about the purchases of plots that happened between October and November. Up until end of November, I think it was. So it's not that we're giving out castles to everybody who's a plot holder. It was any purchases in that time. And also as well, if you're thinking that you've only got 1 castle, where's the other castle? We're sending them out in batches. So just give it a bit of time, a few days. If you've got any issues, then come into Plot Holders channel, because you're all plot holders if you've bought one, and then ask the question, and somebody will help you. But we're getting them out in batches. So if you've only got 1 and you're expecting 2, just give it a bit of time, because we're doing it in batches.
And we have somebody in the chat that's already confirmed that they got their castle as well. Lone Wolf has said they got their Asia castle. So congratulations, Lone Wolf. And thanks for participating in the BOGO sale. So folks, again, if you didn't participate in the BOGO sale, sorry, you'll have to wait for the marketplace, where these go on the marketplace and you're able to trade them. But as of right now, they're not tradable in the marketplace. Let me just be very clear, not tradable in the marketplace yet. but it's an asset that'll be just like the other assets here at TCG World will be tradable. And also, again, if you got the one and you're waiting for the second one, like John said, just be patient, please. Okay, just want to reemphasize that. It's very important.
It's batches.
And then I think Lone Wolf has a good question about when will these be implemented to go into the world, and I think it's soon. Okay, soon. We're very close. Lone Wolf, John, have you heard anything other than it being very soon? I
was looking at a few notes just before the stream, and it'll be a few days for certain things to show on certain websites. I'm assuming that's the BSC scan for certain transactions to show. Again, because we're doing this literally at the weekend, it might be until next week when things show up. Regarding can they be implemented in the game, we'll get back to you on that one, because this literally was happening just as the stream was starting, that we found that the castles were being dropped.
We'll find exactly. Out. We'll get the details, and do get in the telegrams, which we'll have the links at the end of the stream here. We'll have them posted up here for you but yeah, do get in the telegram. Maybe the mods can drop that in there in case you're not in our telegram yet. The main telegram, it's a great place to go in to get all your questions answered about these about anything about the project, really. So do go in there and keep tabs on the project. So yeah, so talking about the castles, that's all going on right now. That's exciting. We said patient with us. We have a lot of things in the pipeline.
Yeah, thank you for being patient, by the way. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, exactly. But let's talk about a fun event. John, we have our first gathering per se of an event that's going to be taking place. This is a proxy test trial that we're kind of doing, but it also is for real table stakes. We are doing the Pit Stop Guild. It's a guild that has a team of folks there. They have an OG mint they already did. Maybe somebody can drop their Telegram link there for folks that want to look at the Pit Stop and take a look at them. But we have an event coming up. I'm going to pull up that graphic for anybody who wants to take a look at that stream. It'll be on this YouTube. The TCG World YouTube will be streaming it. Here's the graphic. It's today, January 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know this is a bit late in the night for those in Europe. I do apologize. It's hard to kind of get the whole world on the same page here, but we did vote on this in the guild, and we went with this. So if you can't get to this, we will have it recorded. It'll be available for replay. But yeah, we have a 1v1 racing tournament going on. There's a total of 18 racers. And again, this is going to be a test and a proxy for future events that are going to happen in World. And we're really excited about this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, you want to make sure you have the notification bell turned on here at the TCG World YouTube channel, so you get notified when we go live with that later on today. But yeah, the team there at the Pit Stop, good one. They're very bullish on our mystery boxes, John. They're very bullish. They have a whole fleet in their inventory over there. I believe they're the largest holder of mystery box, of vehicles in this Belair mint. I think they have the largest collection, if I'm not mistaken. So
I read that there somewhere as well.
So if I have, so since we're talking about the Belair mystery cars, why don't I pull up the latest stats, John, and let's take a look at what's going on here. Yeah. So folks, here, let's take a look at the mystery box collection. And this is a timestamp of January 20th, today, as of just shy of 1 p.m. UTC. This snapshot was taken. And as you can see here, we have already sold through 34.1% of the collection in a bear market, mind you. A collection that is a total of 6,110 NFT vehicles. And one thing that jumps out to me, John, I don't know if you noticed this, but generally these percentages here at the bottom, the percentage of sold, they should be kind of trailing kind of side by side, because you have always an equal allocated percentage of opening these up. And these seem to be trailing a little bit, which, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm thinking that there might be a greater likelihood if you open up a mystery box, but hey, who knows, right? It's always at random. But this is at 34% right now. 1,711 have been sold, 308 for the epics, 31 for legendary, and there has been 4 of the 10 mythics minted so far. Pretty cool stuff, man. What do you think?
I'm thinking that the algorithm they wrote is doing its job, which is that it's even as things are going along. There's still everything to go at. So there's 6 mythics still up for grabs. There's plenty of epics, plenty of legendaries. So, as you say, there's no guarantees with anything. It's completely random,
Yeah.
but at least the randomness is even, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at like, so this bottom section is the actual minting progress. This up here is the actual sold. And remember, you can buy a mystery box and not open it up, right? So that's why when you see sold being 2,081 and the actual minted being 2,054, that means we have a, you know, I don't know, what is that? That's about 27 or so that haven't been actually minted yet and opened, I guess, in other words. So we have 33.6% of the mint that has been done so far. And this is the allocation that has been done so far. I like checking in on this. This is a nice graphic and I like sharing it on the stream for folks to see how we're progressing. But yeah, like you said, the configurations of the contract seem to be working flawlessly right now. And it's a pretty even allocation across each of the 4 rarities. Cool. All right, John, we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot of information here. Let's take a look at the chat if we could real quick, John, before going into our final stop here of content before we do our giveaway. We have a giveaway here today. So, John, let's take a look at the chat if we could. What are people saying
I've just
about?
seen Ryan Patrick's just popped up. Yes, we can allocate diamond plots. So yeah, get your plot allocated.
Ryan, yeah, man, you got to allocate those diamonds, buddy.
Yeah, get it done.
There you go. Thanks for joining us, Ryan. Appreciate you joining the stream, bud. All right. And then, and yeah, Frederick says the pit stop guaranteed sensations.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's going to be a really good stream. As I say, there was a game I think in a few years ago called the Midnight Club. I don't know if you remember it.
Oh,
and it was a racing game. And ironically, if I was to watch the stream, I would be part of the Midnight Club, or even the 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning club. So regretfully, I'm going to miss that stream. But I wish everyone success. It's going to be a really, really good stream with people racing round. And congratulations in advance, whoever wins, and commiserations, whoever doesn't.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Here we go. We're going to take it through what's coming soon here, folks. So we just want to give you an update. Hot items in the dev pipeline right now. Getting those cars to be tradable on the marketplace. That's hot on the list right now. They're working through that. That's coming very soon. So those mystery boxes, you'll be able to take those NFTs you have and you'll be able to buy and sell and trade, maybe pick up some bargains or trade your own. And then also, John, this one, you know, the Sprite catcher yourself, the Sprite report here. It looks like we're getting close to minting, being able to mint those captured sprites. They're working on that one as a hot one too.
Yeah, definitely. When people are going to be able to trade those, that'll be really good. So yeah, watch this space with that one. I don't know when it will be, but the ability to trade more things on the marketplace can only end up making things even more interesting on that marketplace. Because at the moment we've only got the plots, but soon cars, soon sprites, soon castles in theory, and gold plot builds, etc., etc. It'll all be on the marketplace.
All in the TCG.World marketplace. Don't go to any other website. Don't fall to any scam. Okay, guys. TCG.World. Everything is linked up at the top. Please, please, please be careful out there, guys. And the marketplace is a link there. Just make sure you're there buying and selling and trading. Okay. All right. So once again, let's move into the content. I think we have it's time for our giveaway. John, shall we do the giveaway? Yeah.
We can do, yeah, we can do.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway. All right, so let me share my screen here, folks. Good luck to everyone. I hope you are the winner. We are giving away a silver plot of land, and it is in a TBD on the region, okay? But you had to interact with this tweet here from the TCG Twitter handle. You had to like, retweet, tag some friends in the comments, and also you had to make sure you follow these folks here as well. So here we are. We have our world famous TCG World Metaverse wheel. All the participants are loaded up in here. We have 66 entries in total that met the cutoff here earlier today. And so I'm ready to spin this. Good luck to everybody in the chat.
Just check everyone's on there before we start. Can everyone just read every single name and just confirm everyone's happy that everyone's name is on there?
We might need another hour. I don't know, man.
All right. Okay. We'll just get on with it then.
We're going to get on with it. Yeah, exactly. So good luck to everyone. I hope you win. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's spin it away.
Oh gosh.
All right. Good luck to everyone. I hope you win. And the winner is at @star_WSB. At
Yes.
@star_WSB. Congratulations. You are the lucky winner of a silver plot of land in TCG World. Again, like always, reach out to us on Twitter, to that tweet that we did. DM us on Twitter, and we'll sort you out and get you sorted. Okay, so you can get your plot of land. All right, John, that is pretty much conclusion of our AMA. Yeah, I thought it was going to only be a half an hour, and end up those dragons were amazing. I couldn't stop looking at those images. Right, the tier 1, tier 2 dragons. Those are awesome.
Yeah, it's been a good one. It's been a good one. As you say, it's always the case that we hope we've got enough. We always end up having lots and lots of late news that's passed to us, and it's been another full meaty. I'm going to use that word more often, I think now. AMA. Lots and lots of information on there. Those dragons, though, can't wait for us to come back and show those in 3D. Can't wait for that.
So that's all we had today. Hey guys, I just want to say, everybody who's joined the stream, we are super appreciative of you guys tuning in today. It's a fantastic support mechanism. You guys just lit up this chat like no other. We just come here, we just deliver the news. We're just some guys on YouTube, but hey, thank you very much for tuning in today to the live stream.
Before we finish, can I just, somebody's been asking about the apes. I just want to answer that question because I do know the answer. You're asking about the apes. We in the early days of the TCG.World, what was then the marketplace, which was the primary marketplace, we sold avatars. Now, some of those avatars we showed utility, such as run faster, jump higher, etc. The apes didn't have any utility. So we took them away from the marketplace, started redesigning them, deciding on the utility, and what's happened is other priorities have come in over that. We are addressing those ape avatars. We will get all the avatars back on ASAP, but if we'd have sorted out the ape avatars, people would have then had a further delay with the castles. So what we're doing is we're getting everything done. So we haven't forgotten about the ape avatars. They will return. So if you've bought one, you've got one, and they will have more utility. Right now, they've got no utility, and that's why we took them off. And if you're wanting to get one, they will be put back on when we sort them out. So that's the answer to that question, because I've seen it asked a few times. So sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to cover that off.
No problem, John. We love questions and bring the questions in, and I'm glad that's why you're my sidekick, man. I don't see all those chat messages, so thank you very much for doing that. No, so, okay. John, any parting words other than what we've just said so far in this AMA? Any other things you want to say before we let you go?
No. Other than please, if you've got a plot, get yourself into the plot holders channel. If you haven't already played alpha, you've got access to it, so download it, play it, because I tell you, it keeps getting better and better, and there's loads of things to do. And the more people we've got in there, there's more people to play with. We've got so many examples of people just driving around together, running around together, flying dragons together, just having a laugh. So please, if you haven't already, get yourself in TCG World Alpha if you've got a plot.
For example, we have a racing event later on today in the world, and only if you're in the plot owners chat can you get alpha and get in there and participate. So this is another example of, and there's going to be prizes for that race as well, for top finishing races. So just another example of, like, yeah, get in there. Okay, folks. And here you go. If you're not in any of our telegrams, here we go. Just quick public service announcement. It's right here, t.me/TCG Gaming. That is our telegram. And we can get you all sorted out from there, getting into the plot owners, getting into alpha. We have the most amazing mod team ever, or there just to answer your questions and help you out along the way. So please come join us if you haven't done so yet. So for John Dixon of BizDev, thank you very much for joining me today, sir. It's always a pleasure. I absolutely love it every time. These Fridays are just a joy. And for everybody who's joined in, thank you very much. For John Dixon, I'm Pj Krypto, and we'll see you on the moon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.